Vanakkam and hello. My name is Shalini Tamilarasan, currently pursuing my diploma in occupational therapy at Kuala Lumpur Metropolitan University College. This is my first YouTube presentation regarding my experience performing Gender 2 developmental screening test at a Malaysian government school. Hope you all will be keen on watching this video. Let me begin with what is Denver 2 Developmental Screening Test is used for. Denver 2 Developmental Screening Test is an assessment used for screening young children from birth to 6 years of age to discover their developmental problems. This test is particularly designed to test the given child's performance on a variety of other children with the same age. The Denver 2 is not an IQ test nor is it a definitive predictor of future adaptive or intellectual ability. The Denver 2 consists of 125 tasks which are organized on the test form in 4 segments to examine the following areas of function: personal social, for getting along with people and caring for personal needs; fine motor adaptive, for high-end coordination, manipulation of small objects, and problem solving; language, for hearing, understanding, and using language; and gross motor, for sitting, walking, jumping, and overall large muscle movement. This test is also included with 5 test behavior elements for rating the child's behavior to assess the child's overall behavior and obtain a rough idea how the child uses his or her abilities. This test should be administered in a standardized manner. The screeners should be carefully trained and should pass the proficiency test before using the test for clinical purposes. The Denver tool should be used for primarily determine how a child compares to other children. It is not recommended as a predictor of later development. The Denver tool test cannot be executed entirely without the materials required. Consequently, presenting my first experience conducting Denver 2 assessment in a government school. I have attended a field trip to a government school with my lecturer and classmates to conduct a training session of Denver 2 with the school teachers and special kids. We split it up into 4 groups with therapists in a classroom with 5 to 6 teachers and numerous kids. We were intended to introduce the Denver 2 test and its purposes to the teachers. We also edified the teachers how to apply the test on the kids. I managed to take a glimpse of how the Denver 2 test is conducted on the kids and how the items are used to testify. This is my preparation process before performing Denver 2 tests individually in a government school. Firstly, my classmate and I were given a task to conduct Denver 2 tests by ourselves on the special kids in the government school. In that case, we strategized how to do the Denver 2 screening test on the kids. Afterwards, we divided up with what other things we wanted and what we could prepare for the test. We were able to get along with the necessaries for the Denver 2 test. Although we have been through many impediments, we were able to cope with everything. All the way through the preparation process, both my classmates and I were assisting each other to fulfill everything that was necessitated. Following is my involvement during the assessment day. During the assessment day, we went to the school with our lecturer and prepared everything earlier. We began with selecting 2 kids for each of us to do the assessment on. We did the assessment effectively with the assistance of the teachers and also with the teamwork of the kids and my classmates. Some kids were obedient while some were not. This was both trouble-free and challenging to us. We played with the kids to get along with them. The kids well cooperated with us throughout the whole test. We have also lost some of our things while swimming with kids. We were capable to do most of the things well and got a rough hint about the kids we assessed. We did the test fruitfully with the support of the teachers and kids. This is the example of Denver 2 developmental screening test forms I have performed on those kids. This is the report I have done for my clients about the kids. This report is for the kids' parents. This is a reflection of my experience performing Denver 2 test. Throughout my entire Denver 2 test performance on kids, I have learned how to carry out an assessment on the kids personally. I have also understood how advantageous the Denver 2 test is to be done on those kids. While leading the test, I recognized how we should deal with those kids with bad temper. In addition, I came up with some reliable ideas of getting along with the kids after some analysis made through the whole course. I am expecting to work more with kids as well as elderly people in future. Thank you for watching.